While some homes are looking merry and bright, thieves are making off with some people's holiday lights. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jesse Gwen.
And I'm Kaylee Custer. When decorating your home for the holidays, it's important to secure your decorations so thieves can't get a hold of them.
Charleston resident Cindy Myerscough spends around 8 hours a year putting up decorations and has dealt with items being stolen several times. She says while it can be difficult to stop the vandals, you can make it harder for them to run your holiday cheer.
Thanks, Eric. As the state budget war continues, homeless shelters and low-income college students are left uncertain about next year's fiscal future. Illinois lawmakers adjourned for the year Thursday without agreeing on a full budget, and the current short-term spending plan is set to expire in January. Homeless shelters and other state-funded programs say they need the state to reach an agreement if they hope to continue offering their services. Both Democratic lawmakers and Republican Governor Bruce Rauner will continue to meet throughout December in hopes of passing a budget deal next month. Lakeland College is mourning the loss of a former president. School officials say that former President Scott Lensink died this morning. Lensink served as the school's 6th president. He resigned after 6 years as the head of the school back in 2013, when now current President Josh Bullock took the role. Funeral arrangements for Lensink are pending. The investigation into a fatal car crash in Champaign County is ongoing. The Illinois State Police say Sunday afternoon, 26-year-old Robert Mikolajewski of Oak Forest was driving north along Interstate 57 when he rear-ended a flatbed tow truck stopped on the median. Police say Mikolajewski's car then spun across a roadway, while another car behind him also rear-ended the tow truck. Responders pronounced Mikolajewski dead on scene, while the other victims were transported to local hospitals for injuries. Thousands of cars are added to a new recall list. Did yours avoid the cut? A seatbelt defect leaves Ford recalling more than 680,000 cars, most of them in North America. The recall includes certain Fusion, Lincoln MKZ, and Mondeo models from 2013 to 2016. The recall comes after 2 people were injured in 2 accidents related to the issue. Ford says the problem could cause a seatbelt to snap during a crash. Ford says they will notify owners of affected vehicles. The University of Illinois is reviewing emergency procedures after a recent attack on a different college campus. U of I Chancellor Robert Jones says the university's emergency plans are effective and up to date. The university's review of emergency plans comes after last week's car and knife attack at Ohio State University that left 11 people injured and the attacker dead. Campus spokeswoman Robin Kaler says the university also conducted an active shooter drill 2 months ago. Illinois saw its warmest fall in 85 years. State climatologist Jim Angel says the average temperature for September through November was 47.4 degrees, up 5 degrees than normal. Officials say this November was also the 5th warmest November on record, with an average temperature 47.4 degrees. Angel says most of the state had below normal precipitation in November, with some of the driest spots in southern and western Illinois. Fall weather has definitely left us.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. And you're talking about highs only in the 20s?
Top of tonight's National Watch, a Georgia man convicted of murder after his toddler son died in a hot SUV has been sentenced to serve life in prison without the possibility of parole. Last month, jurors convicted Justin Ross Harris of malice murder and other charges in the June 2014 death of his 22-month-old son, Cooper. The malice murder conviction means they believed Harris left the young boy to die on purpose. Prosecutors said at trial, Harris intentionally killed his son to escape the responsibilities of family life. Defense attorneys said the boy's death was an accident. The man accused of killing 9 people in a Charleston, South Carolina church in June 2015 has decided not to represent himself. Dylan Roof has asked a judge to reinstate his defense attorneys. Roof filed a motion yesterday afternoon in a handwritten note asking if his lawyers can represent him in the guilt phase of the trial only. Last week, Roof told the judge he wanted to represent himself, a move the judge called strategically unwise. It's unclear what the judge will decide.